You can mop the floor every day, wash your sheets every week, even scrub every corner of the house. But if you step through the door and still smell dampness, old food or strange scent you can't name, then you're not truly living in a pleasant space, because a clean home is for the eyes, but a fresh-smelling home is for the soul. Many older women have lived in the same home for decades. They don't constantly replace furniture. They don't buy new decorations every month. And they don't need to spray room fresheners every night, yet their homes always carry a scent that feels distinct, gentle and comforting. A sense of cleanliness, familiarity, and safety the moment you walk in. So what's their secret? It's not air sprays, not expensive scented candles, and not strong-smelling chemicals either. They simply do a few small things consistently every day, simple habits that quietly make all the difference. In this guide, you'll hear all 10 of these secrets, each one a practical, easy-to-do action that costs almost nothing, but helps your home smell fresher, feel cleaner, and become more pleasant in the most natural way. These tips require no skill and no special tools, and anyone can do them, whether you're living alone or no longer have the strength you once had, just a little at a time, one corner each day. And don't stop halfway, because tip number 10 at the end is the one most people forget. But once you know it and use it, you'll never have to worry about bad smells again. So let's begin with tip number 1. The simplest thing anyone can do and feel the difference in just 5 minutes. If you find this helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss the next tips to keep your home neat, clean and fresh without extra effort. Tip number 1. Open your windows every day, even when it's cold. No matter how clean your home feels, the air inside gets stale when it doesn't move for days. Cooking smells, bedding, shoes, trash bins, or just that damp scent from closed spaces. All of it slowly clings to your walls, curtains and floors, stealing that fresh feeling from your home. Many people think air purifiers, fans or sprays are enough. But nothing beats simply opening a window at the right time. Just 5 to 10 minutes each morning is enough. Even a small crack lets old air out, and fresh air in which not only reduces odors, but also makes the air easier to breathe, and the whole home feel lighter. You don't need to swing the window wide open, just a small gap while you're making your bed, wiping the table or boiling water for tea is enough. And if you can open 2 windows across from each other, you'll create a gentle airflow that pushes the old smell out even faster. On cold days, just wear a warmer sweater and turn on the heater if needed. But keep this habit of opening windows each morning, because the feeling afterward is always worth it. Fresh air eases everything, including your breathing and your mood. This is the simplest thing to do, and yet one of the most effective. It costs nothing and takes almost no time. But when done daily, you'll feel your home become lighter, brighter, and more pleasant in such a natural way. No more lingering odors, no more hidden food smells, and your space will feel instantly cleaner. That's why opening your windows every day is the very first tip, one that so many older women have kept for years. And it lays the foundation for all the tips you're about to hear. And if the air is the first thing that needs to be renewed, then in the next part you'll find the next source of odor that hides even longer than you think, even in the cleanest looking places. Tip number 2 is fabric items that look clean but trap the most odor. When you wipe the table, sweep the floor or wash the dishes, you might think your house is clean, But there's a group of items that don't show dust, don't look dirty yet, silently hold on to smells every day. These are your curtains, pillowcases, tablecloths, light, sofa throws, chair covers, cushion covers. Anything made of soft fabric that touches the air, your skin, your food, or your pets, and slowly absorbs every scent in the house, bit by bit, day after day. You may not see stains on them, but the odors build up. And one day, even if your floor is clean and your kitchen is spotless, your home still smells musty, stale, or oddly damp. And very often the source is those fabrics. The solution is simple wash. All curtains, pillowcases, and covers. At least once every 3 months. You can do it in turns to make it easier. Wash curtains this week and cushion covers next week, as long as you complete one full cycle each season. If the fabric is too large or not machine washable, take it to a laundry shop or just hang it in the sun to dry thoroughly, because sunlight not only kills germs, but also brings a fresh scent naturally, especially on breezy days. You can also add a bit of white vinegar or a few spoonfuls of baking soda to the rinse water to remove deep odors without needing heavily scented softeners. Don't assume that if it looks clean, it has no smell. Just like clothes worn a few times may not look dirty, but still carry body odor. Your home fabrics are the same. They absorb scent from breath from the air from you. And if not refreshed regularly, the entire house atmosphere will suffer. Cleaning these fabric items is like giving your home a fresh breath, simple and doable. And you'll feel the difference right after a day of sun drying. That's why older women never skip this step, no matter how busy they are. They always make time each season to clean what most people forget. But while fabric items trap odors and can be washed, the next part will deal with something just as smelly, sitting right in your kitchen, often forgotten after taking out the trash. Tip number 3. The trash is gone, but the smell stays. Many people think tying up the garbage and taking it out each night is enough to keep the kitchen clean and odor-free. But the truth is, the bad smell doesn't come from the trash. It comes from the bin that holds it every day. Because even if you use liners, there are always times when bags leak. Raw food, juices drip out, eggs crack coffee grounds. Spilled veggie scraps soak through, and those little drips stick to the bottom or sides of the bin, building up and starting to smell sour, damp, or even slightly moldy before you notice. The kitchen bin sits right next to where you cook, often covered with a lid and sealed tight. So the smell grows faster, especially in hot weather when it rises, and clings to your curtains, dish towels, cutting boards, and everything else you use every day. The solution is clear. Clean your trash bin once a week. Take it outside or to the balcony. Pour in hot water with some white vinegar and dish soap scrub inside and out, including the lid and bottom. Then rinse it clean and let it dry completely before adding a fresh liner. If you live in an apartment and can't take it outside, you can clean it in the bathroom or tub. Just make sure to rinse thoroughly to wash away all residue. And don't forget the underside of the lid and the bin rim, which often get missed but collect the most grime. A simple trick many people use is to place some baking soda or a scented sheet at the bottom before adding the liner. This helps absorb moisture and keeps the bin smelling fresh for a few more days. It takes less than 10 minutes, but it makes a big difference in the kitchen air. You won't have to worry about guests catching a whiff of something unpleasant when they walk in, because the source has already been handled. Older women pay close attention to this small detail because they understand that throwing out the trash is not enough. The place that holds it must also be refreshed so no odor lingers behind. And once the bin is clean, it's time to try a very old-fashioned trick that grandmothers have used for decades. No machines, no chemicals, just a pot of water and a few common kitchen ingredients enough to make your entire home smell like the holidays. Tip number 4. Simmer natural potpourri to fill your home with scent. There's a scent that makes people feel like they've stepped into a warm, clean, welcoming home. It's not from perfume or sprays, it's the smell of orange cinnamon vanilla or lemongrass, soft and real, spreading gently through the house without being too strong or causing headaches. And best of all, it costs almost nothing, which is why many older women still simmer potpourri every week. Though they don't call it potpourri, they simply say they're boiling something nice. It's very easy. Just take a small pot, fill it halfway with clean water. Add a few orange or lemon peels, a stick of cinnamon, some cloves, or a few drops of vanilla. Then set it on the stove on low heat and let it steam gently. No stirring, no watching needed. After about 10 minutes, the scent fills the kitchen, and after 30 minutes, it reaches the living room. It's not overpowering, not irritating, just gives the sense that everything has been freshly cleaned. You can change ingredients depending on the season used. Lemon and mint in summer, lemongrass and ginger in rainy months, and orange apple and cinnamon in winter. All easy to find in your kitchen without buying anything extra. If you have a slow cooker or a small electric pot, use it instead of the stove for safety and longer-lasting scent. Just check every few hours to add water if needed. Another trick is to let the potpourri cool down after simmering, then pour it into a spray bottle to mist over curtains, tablecloths, or towels, helping the scent linger longer. Many people walking into a house with potpourri think someone is baking or cooking something delicious. But in truth, the host is just cooking a smell, not a dish. This is a very simple, very classic method, but it works, removing stale odors while adding a relaxing, pleasant feeling, all without a single chemical. And once your home smells nice, from the table to the kitchen, don't forget there's something under your feet that's been quietly holding. Dust spills and old smells for months. That's the rug you step on every single day. Tip number 5. Deep clean your rugs on a regular schedule. You can mop the floors every day and sweep thoroughly, but if the rug in your living room, under the dining table, or near your front door isn't cleaned properly, then all the odors, dirt and moisture will still linger, seeping into the air and creating a scent that is quiet but persistent, because of rugs, where every trace remains from spilled coffee, soup splashes, wet footprints, pet hair, and even fine dust carried in from outside. Even if you vacuum weekly, the dust and odor stay deep within the fibers, and over time they begin to produce a faint musty smell that's hard to detect but affects the whole room. The solution is clear. Deep clean your rugs at least twice a year. And if possible, 3 or 4 times is even better. You don't need to buy your carpet cleaner. Just rent one, or hire a home service, or if you prefer to do it yourself, rent a cleaning machine for a few hours to save money and stay in control. If the rug isn't too large, you can treat it on the spot by sprinkling baking soda evenly over the surface, leaving it for about 20 minutes, so the baking soda can absorb odors and oils, then vacuum thoroughly. While this doesn't replace a wet wash, it does reduce odors significantly and helps fluff up the rug and leave a fresher scent. For deeper cleaning, you can mix white vinegar with warm water. Spray it lightly over the rug scrub gently, and then let it dry under a fan. Vinegar has strong natural deodorizing power. Don't forget to clean the underside of the rug too if possible, as that's where dust and odors often go unnoticed. Rugs sit right under your feet and absorb everything from daily life. If left untreated, they can quietly spread odor throughout the house without you even realizing it. Older women understand this, so they willingly spend a day deep cleaning, because they know a fresh home doesn't just come from the air, but from what we step on every day. And while rugs trap odors beneath your feet, the next section reveals something you can't see or touch, yet it shows up in every corner of your home, in closets, bathrooms, and fridges. And that's when one very cheap and easy ingredient shows its special power. Tip number 6. Use baking soda correctly to eliminate hidden odors. Not every smell has a visible source. Some odors just pass by briefly, but return every day, like in closets, kitchen drawers, bathroom corners, trash cans, shoeboxes, or towel drawers. The cause is often trapped humidity in closed spaces, and when it doesn't escape, it begins to smell. But luckily, there's one affordable, odorless, non-toxic ingredient with amazing deodorizing power that almost everyone has in their kitchen, and that is baking soda. A small box costs next to nothing, but when used properly can keep your home odor-free without chemicals or machines. The simplest method is placing an open box in your fridge, freezer, or dry food drawer where smells from old or fresh food often collect. Replace the box every 2 months. No spraying or scrubbing is needed. For smaller spaces like wardrobes, bathrooms, or desk drawers, you can pour some baking soda into a small bowl or fabric pouch and tuck it in the corner. It will quietly absorb moisture and keep the air fresh. Another very effective trick is sprinkling baking soda into your shoes, especially sneakers or shoes worn with socks. Leave them overnight and shake them out in the morning, and the foot odor will be gone without needing any shoe sprays. You can also sprinkle baking soda under the trash bag liner, or mix it with water to wipe down cutting boards, kitchen counters, or tiled walls with greasy smells. The great thing is that baking soda leaves no scent. It doesn't overpower natural aromas, and it simply cleans the air gently in the background. Older women often place several small bowls of baking soda around in drawers and cabinets. Not much, just a little in the right spot. And the house smells noticeably fresher. And once you've cleared odors from the closet's floors and curtains, there's still one more place most people forget. That's the appliances, the hidden corners behind the fridge, under the washing machine, and even the drains where smells can stay for a very long time, if not handled properly. Tip numbers 7 and 8. Clean hidden spots and choose light scents. After opening the windows daily, washing curtains, cleaning rugs, using baking soda, and simmering potpourri in the kitchen. If you still feel a strange lingering smell in the house, it's time to check the hidden areas, the places few people notice, but quietly create the most unpleasant odors. These might include behind the fridge, under the washing machine, the kitchen drain, the stove's hood vent, or the filter in the washing machine that's never been cleaned. Start with the kitchen, pull the fridge away from the wall if you can, and you'll often find dust, food crumbs, and moisture buildup that can cause mold. Just wipe thoroughly once a month using diluted white vinegar, and the smell won't return. For the sink, pour a spoon of baking soda, and a capful of vinegar directly into the drain. Let it fizz for a few minutes, then rinse with hot water. This not only deodorizes, but gently cleans the pipes. If you have a dishwasher, remove the filter and wash it with soap and hot water, since this spot often traps food bits and causes strong odors if forgotten. In the bathroom, don't just clean the toilet bowl, also wipe the back and underside of the seat, where urine might splash and collect, especially if your household includes elderly or young children. For washing machines, especially front loaders, always leave the door ajar after use to avoid mildew, and regularly wipe the rubber gasket inside as it collects water and is a common source of smell. Once all these hidden areas are cleaned, the final step is choosing the right scent to maintain that fresh atmosphere. Tip number 9. Choose light scents, not overpowering ones. The key rule is to go with light, natural scents and avoid strong sprays or overpowering candles, as these only mask odors without truly purifying the air. Use a few drops of essential oils like lemon, peppermint, lavender, or cedarwood on a cotton ball, and place it in closets behind curtains or near your bed. These scents help you feel relaxed without being overwhelming. You can also add a few drops of essential oil to floor cleaning water or fabric sprays. The scent will gently linger on rugs or linens, natural and soft. Older women who are thoughtful about their homes don't make them smell good in a way that's obvious. Instead, their homes feel clean and comfortable, without guests knowing why, because for them, scent isn't something to show off. It's something to live with peacefully every day. And if you've come this far through all these tips, let the final one remind you of what matters most: not doing a big clean once, but building a light daily habit that stays with you. Tip number 10. Build a daily scent habit. A house doesn't smell nice on its own, and you can't keep it fresh with just one big cleaning session. Because the scent of your home comes from small daily actions, just like brushing your teeth, in the morning tidying the kitchen after cooking, or folding your used towel. These small things create the atmosphere of the home. Which is why the final tip is about building a simple daily scent habit. Just a few minutes each day, but something that lasts. In the morning after waking up, open the window for 5 minutes. No matter the weather, just a bit of fresh air changes the entire room while that's happening. Check the trash bin, and if you see fresh food waste or raw scraps, take it out right away, instead of waiting for the bag to fill, because smells begin with small things. When folding your blanket or changing clothes, take a moment to shake the curtains or fluff the cushions. These movements not only refresh the look, but also release dust and odors. If you have time, you can simmer a small pot of orange and cinnamon water, or more simply, add a few drops of essential oil into your mop water so the scent follows your footsteps around the house. In the afternoon, after meals, wipe the kitchen counter clean. Don't let oil or soup residue dry and cause smells. And if you have a range hood, run it for a few extra minutes after cooking to push out all the food odor. At night before bed, check your wet towels, dirty clothes, and trash again, because even one forgotten damp towel in the bathroom can spread odors overnight and cling to the air. If you like light, a gentle scented candle for an hour in the evening. Something like vanilla lavender or soft wood scents will help calm the house after a long day. None of these actions are mandatory, and you don't have to do them all at once. But if you do a few of them each day, your home will stay pleasantly scented without any effort or cover-ups, because you've created a space that's truly clean and alive. And that's what older women, even if they're no longer as quick as before, have always managed to keep in their homes through consistency, gentleness, and quiet attention day by day. If what you've just heard makes you want to start doing something for your own home today, press the subscribe button to continue this journey with us, because there are still many small, simple, and powerful tips waiting for you to try, so your home can be not just clean, but also fresh, breathable, and truly restful. Thank you, and see you again in the next videos.